me and my dad, when I was 15, we would visit these Hoarders once a month for our church. And we would just go in and hold our breath for like an hour. Just standing there. The first thing you do when you go into a hoarder's house is you play a game, which is, what is a chair? You just start looking at the piles of things. Is that a chair right there? No, not a chair. What about that pile right over there? Is that a chair? Not a chair? Oh, you guys are good at what is a chair. This is not easy. I would have sworn that was it's a body. Okay. Rest in peace, buddy. My dad one time said we should sit down, and so he starts moving the hoarder's stuff. And of course, they're kind of freaking out. Why are you touching our bus passes from 1986? Those were cataloged by month. And he just moves them all, and he found a chair. He was good at the game. Found one chair, he didn't find two. So 15-year-old Steve is now awkwardly trying to find a chair. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll find a chair real quick. Why is that sticky, by the way? Why is that wet? Everything I touched, I regretted touching. My dad sees me getting more and more awkward over here, and he's like, Steve, quit doing that. Just come over here and sit on my knee. Huh? Sit on my knee. That's a good idea. So I sat on my dad's knee. He bounced me just a little bit. I felt better. I was colicky, apparently. Just that little motion. Feels good. It's totally ridiculous. A cat that they were holding prisoner just wanders through the rubble. He hops up on my dad's other knee. The last seat in the house. The cat took it. And promptly vomited on my dad's knee. Didn't even waste any time. The cat was like, it smells normal here. I'll fix it. Welcome to the hoarder's house. So we're sitting there with cat barf on the knee and expecting the hoarders to freak out. If you've ever been at someone's house and a pet vomits, it's usually pandemonium. I was at my friend's house and a wiener dog threw up, which I didn't know it until I saw it is the funnest animal to watch throw up. None of these guys hold a candle. It's like watching a tube of toothpaste be unrolled really quick. It's like, whoa! I like that for some reason. I didn't want to, but I liked it. And they freaked out. They were grabbing towels, they were running around. It was like a fire had caught in the house. The hoarders just sat there. They were just like, you know what, that happens. No, it doesn't. It's the first time I've been on my dad's lap and a cat has vomited. It's a very rare situation. That broke my dad because he was like, okay, if they're not gonna react, I'm not gonna react. So he thought he could just kind of keep going and share the message, you know? He's got me on one knee, cat barf on another, message from Jesus in his heart. And that's what he's there for. So he tries to share that. The message this month is all... The message is... I know my dad has a worse sense of smell problem than I do because he was also our scoutmaster. And he brought in a guy to teach us about computers, and this is the 90s. So this guy who is a computer expert in the 90s, well, he has bad hygiene because he is a computer expert in the 90s. He's not smoking. All the IT guys are like, I hate this guy. Screw this guy. Turn this off right now. He didn't smell great. And my dad couldn't even introduce him. He was like, Calvin's here to teach us about... He caught a whiff of him and that was it. He didn't even finish. He just left. He was like, Since all the sons are in the Scouts, we all just were cracking up. We knew what had happened. He was like, Dad smelled Calvin. He couldn't handle it. So now I'm in a much different scenario. And he's trying to come up with excuses for why he's starting to gag. He's like, my tie's too tight. I'm sorry. We're fine. The message is... The message is... The message... And at that point, he's gagging really loud. Just full on... And we're like, okay, Dad, you gotta stop bouncing me. So this is not good. This is not gonna end dry. I didn't feel good. So he starts elbowing me. And I knew what that meant. The elbow move, that's a classic move. At the end of these visits, my dad would always elbow me because we would say the same thing at the end every time. We would say, is there anything we can do to help you? We would always say it at the end. Don't say it at the beginning because you've screwed up. If you say it at the beginning, you're gonna end up helping them. Say it at the end when you've stayed too long. And then they go, no, you can just get out of here. Another level of it is to have your 15-year-old son who has no skill set say it. I always felt so stupid saying it. I was like, anything we can do to help you? Do you need any Nintendo codes or... Very good. Up, down, down, left, right, BA select, start. Some kids will never know. But we know. Yeah, so after I said that, they were like, nah, we're good. So we had a quick prayer and we barfed and we got out of there.